Welcome to this informative video about unhappy sex. Be quiet. Before you start fucking judging me, you don't even know what I'm about to talk about. So, just shut the fuck up. But, unhappy sex. Hey, don't even start that. This is for you to learn, and as well as many others. You ain't got nothing to contribute. You don't know nothing about sex and what I'm about to speak about. So before you start getting like this too, just go on, shut it down. Alright. Unhappy sex. This whole experience is based around sex. Sex meaning man and a woman. Man or male and female are sexes, right? Masculine and feminine are like genders, right? Anyway, male and female, sex. This whole experience is based around sex. What it would be life, what is life if there was not reproduction happening? There would be no players in the game and the game would fail to exist or cease to exist. Be quiet. So, sex, right? This whole thing revolves around sex, reproduction. And where we at right now is that there's the equilibrium is imbalanced in the game of life. And it's highly due to the masculine principle being targeted heavily. So in order for there to be sex, matter of fact, in order for the game to really be balanced, in order for the game to continue in its greatness, there has to be a balance between masculine and feminine, both of the genders. There has to be a balance, there has to be equilibrium between male and female. And not just physical bodies, I'm talking energies as well. So the masculine energy and the feminine energy has to be equal. So, and we also see this with people. In order for an individual to be their highest self, they need to embody a good, healthy amount of both masculine and feminine, regardless of their sex, be it male or female. But a lot of things have changed due to, like I said, the masculine energy and people as well being targeted and subdued, or with the purpose of it to be subdued. Now, let's look at sex. We're gonna go back to sex, right? In sex, in the sexual act, in its kind of most basic form, with the woman lying down on her back, typically, in the most kind of intimate form, in its most intimate form, and in its most basic form. Be quiet. The woman lays on her back, she spreads her legs. The woman, the female, is open to receiving. In order for there to be sex, the female must open herself to receiving. So this is the feminine principle. The feminine principle is being open to receiving. The masculine principle, the masculine in sex, if we will go back to the same thing, the masculine, it will be a straight line. Be quiet. And listen and learn. The masculine does not have to open his legs. He actually can have his legs completely together as long as that thing is where it needs to be. That thing ain't got nothing to do whether the legs open or legs closed. It's there. And in order for the man to get his line in alignment, the more straight that he is, the more better, that the thing can happen, right? So in sex, the feminine is open to receiving, the masculine is closed to receiving, and open to giving. Okay? Okay, yeah. So the feminine is open to receiving, the masculine is closed to receiving, but open to giving. These are the principles. This is the energy, right? So in sex, or before sex gets to happen, there must be interaction between a man and a woman, a male and a female. Well, sex is not solely dependent on man and female, but in reproduction and the continuation of life, which this video is based off of, we're going to stay on that subject, you feel me? Now, so for a female to be or have a healthy balance of feminine and masculine, her, we will say, overlying phrase in relation to life will be, I am open to receiving you. Her role is to receive. She will directly say, direct, that's masculine. Masculine and feminine is all in one. I am open to receiving you. If it's directed directly at where it's supposed to be, it's direct, being the masculine. It's giving, I'm giving you that I'm open to receiving you. And I'm being vulnerable at the same time. If it meets all the criteria, it's both masculine and feminine. Or another way that this could be put is, hold on.
Huh?
Yeah. So first is, I am open to receiving you. But another way of putting it would be, I want you to give yourself to me. You feel me? So this is also direct, but it's also vulnerable. I am open to receiving you, that's one, but I want you, or I am open to you giving yourself to me. I'm open for you to give yourself to me. It's direct. It expresses vulnerability in two ways. I'm open to you and I'm open to me. It meets all the criteria. It's healthy. This is the most highest form of the yin and yang flowing in chemistry. So on the masculine part of this, the masculine will be, I want you to receive me. Or I am open to giving myself to you. Either way, it's direct. The speech is direct. I want you to receive me. I'm talking directly to you, and I want you to be open to me the way that I'm being open to you. I'm looking for you to play your part. The other part of it, I am open to giving myself to you. I'm open. I'm being vulnerable right now, and I'm willing to give myself to you. If you're open to receiving me, you feel me? That's how it goes. That is the most healthy form of the masculine and the feminine, embodying both the masculine and the feminine principles at its most healthy basic form. Now, where shit gets sideways and where a lot of conditioning has happened, be it through electronics and the programs that run on electronics, programming, like I said, conditioning, programming. And there's a lot of programs, and I don't think there's enough awareness of how the programs are programming, how we are able to be programmed, and things of that nature. But I'm here to kind of do the same thing. but to most natural, basic thing. So a lot of the programs, back in the day, and I think this is the importance of where we are in today's society. We went through this. There was a time in life where white folks said nigger, black folks said cracker, white folks said fuck your kind, black folks said fuck your kind, if I wanted to go to the racial part of it. Now, sexually, there was a time where straight people said fucking fags and queers and gays. And I don't know what the derogatory word, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the derogatory word, hey, relax. I don't know what the derogatory word would be for straight people, but I'm sure whatever, the gay people would say, you penetrators, or I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they might say to call straight people. But there was a point in time in life, I would imagine that this was the accepted norm. People spoke how they felt, said what the fuck they meant, and yeah, it might have been some tension, but everything was pretty much understood and comprehended. Where people said at, where their positioning in life and their mindset. And then there came a point in time where the programs started changing. Things in life started changing, and double speak, entendres, if you will, how to word things and say things without really saying things, became what was popular. And this is kind of a great influence of hip hop. I can't really say rock and metal because I feel like them niggas just still be saying it, whatever the fuck it is. But I feel like they do it too, They double speak too. But entendres and hidden motives and things of that nature, that became the ruler of society in speech and communication. And this was, saying a thing without saying a thing. It's kind of like, I'll give an example of, I will use, a woman is on the phone. She is walking towards the entrance of a grocery store, and a man opens the door for her, and so she says to the phone, to her girlfriend on the phone, girl, I'm so glad chivalry ain't dead. Now, her intention could be solely to shoot her shot with this man. It could be a very attractive man. She likes the man. She want him to kind of, address her, speak to her. That could be her intention, is to get his attention and have an interaction with him, right? But the way that she portrays her message is guised under, is indirect and is guised under that she's having a conversation with her girlfriend. So, did she say, I'm open to receiving you to the man? Yes. She this experience that we just had, I like, and it pleases me. That's what she said. I'm open to receiving this in my life. But she didn't directly say it to the man, you feel me? She said it to her homegirl on the phone. So that direction, that masculine principle of it is missing. You feel me? And there's a lot of stuff like that. This happens a lot, but it's not just with women. A man, A man might be out and see a woman that has on some kind of designer clothes or some kind of jewelry that looks fancy. Not necessarily that will be, jewelry can be very misleading, but she just has on a lot of monetary values. Her image is presenting monetary, right? And the man will receive this and be with his homeboy, his friend or whatever, and say, shit, and pull a quick stunt and say, shit, I'm the nigga out here, I'm having all the bread and having all the motion, shit, I got, 20 bands on me right now, you feel me? And his message would be to woo and attract the female and to express, hey, I'm open to giving to you. Come back to them principles, right? What he is saying is, I'm open to giving to you, but under the guise of, under the rule of, that he's talking to his nigga. Instead of just directly coming to the female and say, hey, baby, you look like, you like you have a high value and you like the valuable things in life and quality, and I like that. I like that as well, and maybe we could do that together or something like that, you feel me? But that masculine and that direct part of it is lacking, it's not there, you feel me? So there is a lot of vulnerability. There's a lot of people that's being vulnerable, but giving their vulnerability to the wrong areas. Like they're being vulnerable with the things and the people and the situations and the circumstances that they don't even really want to be vulnerable to. They're opening, a lot of individuals are opening themselves to and giving themselves in ways to things and people and places and circumstances that it was not meant for. It was not meant for her to, how it was received and energetically though. In the first situation, she didn't mean to tell her friend that she was attracted to her, but that's what she did though, and didn't realize it. And then she might have this theme in her life where she wonder why the women just are attracted to her so much, but she don't understand that by her using her women as an outlet to get her desires off, she's using her friends to get her desires off. Well, then in her life, she will constantly manifest friends that love her desiring them type of shit. It's just like it gets weird real fast by you using things that not what it's meant for. It's like when you use a screwdriver, especially like a Phillips head screwdriver, as a door handle to open up the refrigerator door, instead of just using the door handle and open up the refrigerator, you jam a fucking Phillips head screwdriver in the side and pry it open every time. Well, of course, after some time, that refrigerator is gonna be shifted and molded, and it's gonna get used to that, and that will be the normal. And you're gonna have a hole in your refrigerator, and it's gonna leak out the moisture and leak out the coldness, and it's gonna be alterations in your reality based off you using the right tools in the wrong place. You feel me? Same with the man who uses his homeboy to stunt to pull women. Eventually in his life, he will only be able to pull women based off of having friends and people around him. And you know, it's gonna come to the demise. Eventually, the friends will catch on, and the friends will likely pull more of the women than him. Oh, he pulling this stunt again, type of shit. So, with all of that, the masculine and the feminine, the masculine is being targeted and subdued, and it's just creating a large imbalance. And we have unhappy sex. And we have less sex, and we have less production, and the game, for the players who choose to stand by and uphold the original principles of the game, will become very satisfying. All of the ones who, all of the individuals, and not even individuals, will say, I don't think plants could do this, but let's say plants and animals, all of the embodiments of the imbalance will be like removed, and the game will be kind of fresh again and open to restart itself. To the ones who kept the principles. So that's the importance of all players in life to be balanced in both the genders and principles of masculinity and femininity, know how to embody them both and put them both out there. Because when you don't, if you can't do them both, if you can't do them both, your life is gonna get real weird. You see this with like the young men and young women who start taking certain chemicals in their body and start doing certain physical alterations to their body, and then major regret comes in after, you know, life become life, after life teaches you its principles and the things that don't change and cannot change for this thing. And then there's like heavy regret and depression and suicide, and it's a lot. It's just a lot, man. Or, you know, the ones who get involved in the game, let's just say, you know, trying to set people up. You don't like a person, so you'll go to try to set them up, and you're playing the game backwards, man, instead of just saying how you feel and getting that shit off. And, you know, and giving some understanding and receiving some understanding and putting yourself in position for that. You start playing the game weird and doing weird shit in the dark, and it's gonna always come out. It's gonna always manifest. And a lot of individuals, you just gotta see that, man. You gotta see how it affects everything. Everything.